Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Thursday Thoughts. And for this Thursday, it is really my pleasure to have Elena Yu join us today. Elena, how are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. I have a feeling that there will be some people who are watching this who maybe have seen you around, but don't know that much about you. Can you tell us a little bit about your family and where you're from and where you live now, that kind of stuff? Just some background stuff.
Sure. I was born in Huntsville, Alabama, but grew up in the Bay Area. Married to Jimmy. We have two boys. Joshua is a sophomore in high school and Nathan is in 7th grade. We're currently residing in Pleasanton. So again, I grew up in the Tri-Valley. So, Pleasanton is home, and Jimmy also grew up in the Bay Area. So, yeah.
And Elena, you probably, as I think about this, you probably hold the record for the person that I've known the longest of anybody in church.
Nice.
I don't even think it's close. Just very quickly, this conversation is not necessarily meant to broadcast you and my shared history, but just very quickly, how do I know you?
You know me. We know each other from Home of Christ in Fremont, so Third Home. I guess that's a church I grew up at. My parents brought us there because it was, one of the few Chinese churches back then. So it was very different demographic. So they drove us all the way to Fremont because it was a Chinese-speaking church. So I know you from the summers that you would come up and visit, and then I knew you from, hey, you're that kid that comes up every summer to participate in our worship and our Sunday schools and things like that.
The first summer that I came up was between 5th and 6th grade. It was I was 11, and so that was a long time ago. And you're a year older than me, and so you were in the youth group. And my family basically shipped me off to grandma's house for the whole summer. I did that for 3 or 4 summers in a row. So I bet if I dug around, I could find a picture of you in junior high somewhere in my house from the youth group days. And so you grew up and you were raised in church at Third Home of Christ in Fremont. And where'd you go to high school?
In Livermore, so Granada High School.
Okay.
Yep.
And then what'd you do after that?
After that, went to college at Davis with a degree in microbiology, then started working at a biotech in Palo Alto, and then kind of found my way into, healthcare analytics, data and analytics for healthcare, and have pursued that since.
Yeah. And just again, for some more shared history, at your wedding, I had the privilege of being a part of it. I was Jimmy's best man, and that was 17 or 18 years ago, 2002?
Yes. 2003.
2003.
Yes.
Okay.
18, yep.
I want to say it was March or something.
Yep, exactly.
Right?
Good memory. Yep.
All right. Okay. So how long have you been here part of CCGC now?
We have been there, I think my marker is probably Nathan. We started attending fellowship a few months after he was born. I know that Jimmy and I were looking for a fellowship, and then we were talking with you, and you mentioned checking out Karis because it was kind of at a home in Danville, so it's local, and just kind of similar life stage that people were at. So we started attending. So I'd say probably, and then we started attending fellowship first, and then going to Sunday service. So a little, maybe more than 10 years.
Now, at that time, was Karis split, Karis and Karis families, or was it just one?
Not yet. It was still one. I think maybe a few years into it, then there was discussion about split, and that was pretty,
Okay, more than 10 years. And in that time, as your family has grown, your family has changed. What for you has been the biggest change for you? Just from where we were 10 years ago to where you are now. What would you say has been the biggest shocker? Like, I never thought I would be what? I never thought I'd be a mom. I never thought I'd live in the Bay Area again. Or, you live in Pleasanton, you're close to your family.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Good question. I guess the first thing that comes to mind, I never thought, I guess, how much, how small the world is and how much we cross paths with everybody, and just having, and being in touch with you, like you mentioned, our history goes way back, and you're right. I mean, I think I've known you longer than I have Jimmy, so it's just really.
Is that weird?
How it is. It's very weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, just knowing how small the world is and how our paths will cross again with you never know who, and just the way our lives have grown and the way our relations have grown too.
Yeah. You went to Davis. When you came to CCGC, did you meet people that you knew at Davis?
Actually, I think talking with Christiana, we did realize our paths had crossed. I don't know that we knew each other well in Davis, but talking about the friends we knew, the people that we hung out with, the fellowships and things like that. We realized, hey, I think I've met you before. So yeah.
Know a lot of similar people.
Yep, exactly.
And again, I mean, we could go all day here, but another it's a small world kind of thing. You knew from a long time ago, you knew Dean Yen, right? Does that sound familiar?
Grew up with him at
I should say Pastor Dean. He's the English pastor at Fifth Home of Christ in Cupertino. And did you know that was Cindy's junior prom date?
I didn't know that. No,
exactly.
I didn't know they went to junior prom.
That's right.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
they went to the same high school, and I'm not sure what the deal was, but every time I think about him and every time I see him, we always laugh about that.
Junior prom, nice.
Yeah. Elena, what do you guys like to do? Like today? Today is we're recording this on Martin Luther King Jr. Observance Day, and so it's been a free day for all of us. I don't know if you guys had to work today. Did Jimmy have to be online today at all?
No, he has off today. Yeah,
kids are off. What did you guys do today? I mean, what do you guys do on a day where it's nice outside and you have the whole day pretty much? What's your preferred activity here?
I'd have to say one of our favorite things to do is go to Costco. Kind of run errands, see what's new there, what we can bring home and share with the kids. Another activity, Joshua has been trying out for the tennis team, so I know we've been trying to take him out more, get some practice in, especially when the weather is really good. So
wow, that's awesome. I didn't know that. And is the Amador team, are they pretty good?
They're pretty good, yeah, pretty competitive. It's a small team, maybe, and this might be normal, but it's I think they only allow 16 people on the team, so pretty competitive.
And he's a sophomore. He can try for JV or varsity?
He's trying for JV, so yeah.
Okay.
But we'll see how this season goes, if they will be playing, but I know as for now, it's kind of tentative. They might have a later season, so he's definitely getting in some practice.
Now, I know that Jimmy plays, and Jimmy's very good, and I hear that you play too. Did you play in high school?
I did. I played in high school.
Did you play varsity?
I did.
Did you play singles or doubles?
I played doubles.
Okay. All right. And so you can you beat Jimmy? He's nothing to you. He's not that good.
No problem. No, I have not. I have probably been more out of practice than he has, and he has a much stronger hit. So
okay.
Yeah.
You guys still have a chance to go out and hit the ball around a little bit?
I think so. Now lately we have. I know when the kids were younger, it was a little more difficult, but
For sure.
now, yeah, it's yeah, we have. And I think now even Nathan is getting into it, so we'll all go out. So it's a good family
Wow,
activity.
that's a good
So,
doubles match right there.
oh, that's right. Yes.
Yeah, probably you and Joshua, Jimmy, and Nathan.
Yep.
Yeah,
There you go. Yeah.
nice. Well, hey, thanks for being a good sport and doing this. I really appreciate it. I forgot to mention that at church you are also the Charis Families Fellowship coordinator. You set the schedule, you run the meetings, and you've doing that. I think it was something that was meant to be passed on year to year, so it doesn't fall on one person too long. And it's been like 5 years or something like that you've been doing it. So, I mean, I'm going to speak for the group. We really appreciate you doing that. And
No problem.
yeah,
Again, yeah. No, I think just the time goes by so quickly. And I know that even before the pandemic, everybody was really good about volunteering. And so the whole group has made it very easy. So
yeah.
I appreciate that.
All right. Well, hey, Elena, thank you so much. Looking forward to seeing you again. And I hope that this edition of Thursday Thoughts has given you a chance to hear a little bit about Elena, her husband, Jimmy, and her family. We can't wait to get together again. And hopefully these things that we do will help us when we get together again to have a little bit of sense that we've still caught up and stayed in touch with one another. So thanks for watching today. Elena, thank you so much for participating today, okay?
Thanks, Eddie.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Take care.